Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Sophie, and this channel is chronicling my journey of living my best life with multiple chronic health conditions. Today, as you can tell, I am not at my home. I am up in the Poconos in Pennsylvania. This is one of the this is technically the timeshare I own at, and I love it up here. It's so peaceful. I love staying at this lake. You won't be able to see it, but there are ducks off in the distance over here, and then down here there are actually some turtles that are sunbathing. There are deer here in the evenings. I just really love it here. It's nice and peaceful. Anyway, I thought I put a video up last week. I recorded one, but apparently didn't upload it, so I apologize for that. But not a lot really going on, so didn't miss anything. It was about the current round of tests I am undergoing, and that is mostly focused on my liver. My liver has been enlarged since I can go back in my records and look for different testing. I think the first testing for my abdominal area was in 2017, and it was enlarged then. So kind of trying to see what's going on with that, see if it has anything to do with my fluid retention that I am having a very difficult time with. I had an abdominal MRI with and without contrast that showed the liver was enlarged, also showed the hemangioma, which again I've had for many years, since probably 2017, and also showed fatty liver, which showed up during 2021, I believe was the first time that showed up on a scan. So looking into that, my gastroenterologist ordered a lot of liver-specific labs that I had drawn before I came up here. So I'm waiting for those to come back. Some of them said it could take up to 2 weeks, and since it was drawn through LabCorp, they don't send me the results until all of them are back. So I probably will not have those results until the end of next week, hopefully before my appointment with GI. I think it's on a Thursday next week, the 25th or something. So hopefully they're back before then. I just had trouble getting an appointment at the lab to get them drawn. I didn't realize I couldn't go to the place I normally go because they were sort of specialized tests, and I had to actually go to a LabCorp location, and that's always a little bit annoying. What other tests do we have going on right now? On the possible TMI side, depending on what you consider TMI, I had a transvaginal ultrasound that showed my cervix is thickened, so I'm having to get a pelvic MRI with and without contrast, just to make sure that the thickening isn't a mass or anything like that. I did just have my gynecologist appointment, and everything looked fine then, so I'm not too concerned about it. But obviously, something the radiologist that read the ultrasound recommended the MRI, and so just following through with those recommendations. Swallowing wise, it has gotten a little better. I'm not sure why. I have taken the medication that was given to me, the muscle relaxer. It just makes me so sleepy. It's not ideal at all, but the swallowing seems better as far as the esophageal spasms go. And again, I'm not sure why that is. Some days are worse than others, but overall it's better than it was, so I will take that. Appointments coming up. I do have a nephrologist appointment coming up on Monday. I haven't really decided if I want to keep it yet. I don't really see a purpose because he's not doing anything. They won't really do anything until your GFR is below 60. And mine is rather variable. It's very strange. I might talk to him about that if I decide to keep it, but after this appointment, if I go, I probably won't go back unless I have a string of labs that have GFRs that are below 60, just because they're not gonna do anything, but that is coming up. I have the pelvic MRI coming up this next week, and I have the gastroenterologist appointment next week. I am up here in the Poconos all week this week. I went to a concert on Saturday up in Scranton, Pennsylvania to see 3 Days Grace. Had a meet and greet with them, which was always nice. The meet and greets are super fast. You don't actually get to like talk to them. Just get your picture and get out type of thing. But once I get the picture, this one, back from that, I will sort of talk about that concert. And I do have another concert I'm going to on Friday the 19th while I'm up in the Poconos in Allentown, Pennsylvania to see Papa Roach. No meet and greet because it was like $1,000 and included a signed guitar. I don't need a signed guitar. So I did not do that because that's way too expensive. I wouldn't do that for that artist. I'm looking forward to the concert though. I've never seen him. That's a lie. I have seen him before, but it was at a festival and not like a headliner concert. So looking forward to that. Then I'm home for a week and I head to Gatlinburg. This was not planned out very well. I am rather tired. I think it's normal tired. I'm up and moving around. I'm not sort of up and in a fog like I would if it would be more like on the fatigue level that I experience. I'm just tired from all the driving. I drove probably a total of 6 or more hours on Saturday. And then yesterday I probably drove over an hour because to go get food, I have Walmart Plus. Walmart's prices are cheaper, so I drove to a Walmart to get food. And I have a full kitchen here at the resort, so I will be cooking for the rest of the time I'm here. And I do have resort credit since I am one of the higher tier owners, and they do have a restaurant on site that I believe I can use the credit at, so I have eggs that will last me the week, and I have 4 days worth of burgers I can cook, and then the rest of the time I plan on, if the restaurant on site is included in the money, the credit I have at the resort, I plan on eating there the rest of the time and spending all of my money on that because I can't really do any of the resort activities. I can't do the tubing or like the zip line or ropes course or anything like that. So food is really all I can do, which isn't ideal because I really do need to be more strict with what I'm eating with the sodium and the carbs, so I will see what I can find on the menu if I end up going to the restaurant that will allow me to at least stay relatively low sodium. Low carb should be easy, just stick with meat and vegetables, but when you're at a restaurant, sodium's going to be rather high. But that is the update, and again I apologize, I don't know what happened last week, but I do plan on just sitting out here and enjoying this view for a lot of my free time here. I really do love it here. I love being around the lake, seeing the animals, and just being out in nature, something that is not easily found where I live, so it's nice to get away sometimes. I'm going to leave it at that. I will update you guys next week, hopefully before I leave for Gatlinburg. That is the plan. And if not, the update probably won't come until next Monday when I am in Gatlinburg. I don't know. I will hopefully update you guys in about a week. How's that sound? And hopefully that is before I leave for Gatlinburg. That's going to be it for this one. I hope you guys have a good day whenever it is you are seeing this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.